the banks of the Olentangy. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn and the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback, reading the deep.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Rutgers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Still running at the 40.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Stanley. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Duff. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Scarlet Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. The extra point here would tie the game.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take a chunk by chunk.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period, 1st down here. He'll do it himself. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's got an open man. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Slips away. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pulls it in, it's Graham. Hard-hitting tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So now it's second and long.
Let's go.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Got his man. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the outside to the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Massey. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great.
Open field on the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. steps away to find some room. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, it's Stanley. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Young. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. On the ground, it's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Rush is on him. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Uncorks one. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Touchdown Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Stanley. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make play.
He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Massey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Caught near the sticks, it's Hodge. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking for room, it's Peoples. He has the first and still on his feet. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Stanley. Here's a heat. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Slithers into space. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground. He's got it again. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to lead the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He splits the uprights, and that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Turning it on! And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Scarlet Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback making adjustments. The handoff keep working on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force him negative.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.